All right, welcome again to another session of the ERP. And this time around, I've taken some cognitive effects to showcase a different account so I could be able to explain some little differences. Okay, so this same account from the can show that, of course, there are 4 people registered in this account as well. And this time around, you can see from the upper top right part of the dashboard that, of course, the last one in the introductory video, it was organization that was showing beneath the name, but this time around it's an employee that is showing beneath the name. It means that I am logging into this account as an employee of this current organization, as opposed to the last one where I was the administrator of the organization. Now, I've explained the dashboard generally, and now I'm going to be actually going and talking about the inventory management. Now, on the left part of this, there's the inventory management. In my last explanation, I talked about briefly what the inventory should do. But right now, we'll be going into the inventory to start operating it. So when you come to inventory, the first thing you see is the summary. Now, the summary, because it's relatively a new account, will be blank, literally blank. But now, because we've updated one machinery, one building, and one land, you can see the summary. Now, if information have not been inputted into this list before, everything here will be blank. This just give you a brief overview of everything that is available. So now, it shows that only one building has been logged in, one machinery has been logged in, one land has been logged in. Now, when you go into procurement, this is where you actually log in the information. On that machinery, you get to add every machinery you're looking forward to, or you just recently purchased, or you've purchased before. For example, for new users, it's important that you update the machinery with all your old stock. For example, you have some machineries that you've purchased before. Now this is where you upload them. So after you upload them, you keep putting them there. How do you fill on that one? Of course, this is a form to fill. Category, is it tractor, is it generators? You grab. I think I want to add tractor now. Name of the tractor, let's say Caterpillar. Description, for making ridges, manufacturer, cat power, amount, let's say because it will be 550,000 naira. And what's the serial number? If the cat power or the machine has a serial number, you put it here. Let's take an example. The serial number is 254721 BE. Now that is rhetoric, as it's a fictitious serial number, but you get the idea, right? So once you submit it, it logs it into the platform, and because it has logged into the platform, you can always access it as one of your machinery. You can see it has added it there. It's very important. And this same thing is done for building. This same thing is done for every other one. Now, when it comes to building, this is about all the buildings you've put in place. It might be a store, it might be a pen house. It's any form of construction that involves building something. This is where you would document them. Name, grain and product store. You can see there's one there. Description for storing harvested grain. Size 5 meters by 5 meters or 25 meters square, as this may be. You can add new ones. You can put details there. Categories. Is it a store? Is it a farmhouse, farm attendant house? You get to put them all there. After the category, then you go into the name of the house. Is it farmhouse? Yes, you put farmhouse there. What is the place for? You describe not too long description, as concise as possible. For example, for farm attendant to live in, it's a description of farm, what the farm was supposed to do. And then there's a size. You can decide to put in terms of meter square. You can decide to put the size, the length by breadth, however way you easily be able to remember it, and then the cost of it, and where it is located at, and then you submit, and then you update the platform. You can equally export and import the available metrics. So I wouldn't want to go through all of them like this, because the land particularly just help you document where all the place where you have land in, the particular place where you have land. Yeah, this land is very important that they are there, because when you get to motion evaluation, the field and pen also comes handy. And then we have the vehicle, every vehicle you've purchased for the farm activities, you document them there. Now, other assets, every other thing that you procured onto that farm, whether as an asset or temporary goods, or um, goods that are not the topical or category is not placed under procurement. It's not like machinery, building, land, vehicle. It's other descriptive names. Then you put them under other assets. And then goods. Goods are all about the goods you're bringing in. It's all about inventory, all the goods that are coming to your company, or that you've purchased recently. It could be in terms of raw material, it could be in terms of some what I call it, some ingredients that are used in doing what you have to do on the farm. You grab a quite number of things that you could get that all falls in the range of goods. It could be supplies you grab on the farm. It's quite a number of things that falls under that category, but you'll be the one to determine what you call a goods in your farm. In some farm, inputs are goods, while in some other farms, it's not just only inputs. Even some finished products that they buy from outside are goods as well, not just the ingredients as well. So, and then there's part for equipment. This talks about your hoe, your cutlass, your shovel, your spade. This talks about your generator, and sometimes your generator could even be in the machinery. Depends on what you're talking about. Now, also your protective equipment, the PPE. Those are equipments. Their goals. It all goes into the equipment procurement tables. Now, product management talks about how you manage your products. Now, this product now talks about how you manage your products. Now, you have to add the product first. Grab. So, what product do you like to add? Let's say you're into snail, and then in that snail, you get to get some inventories like let's say wheat or fowl, or you have to get maize, and these are products that you got just to help you as an ingredient to formulate your own feed on farm. Now, product management is how you're engaging and using it. You grab. Now, of course, they'll be documented in warehouse, but they've come in. So, and then how you use them from day-to-day period is described here. What size did you use? What amount? Where was it located? And what category of products is it? Is it just goods? Is it foods? Are there ingredients? Are there machineries? All your procurement, the product usage of it is going to be here. So if it's an equipment, if it's a machinery, if it's other assets, you grab that. But how you get to use them, how you manage them, you grab. For example, your generator might need servicing, you grab. So where was it serviced? All these things are here. What action was conducted on it? This is where you write the feel of it. So once you start engaging it, or explain, we would like you to, of course, give us a feedback as regarding how easy this is and how relatively relevant the topical approach is to you. So and then we'll be able to understand if there's some more features you would like to see on it as much as possible when you start using them. Now, the warehousing, on the other hand, is just to document, like in your store. Now, with warehousing now should only record things that are in your store one way or the other. Now, anything that does not make it to store largely doesn't have to be included in the warehousing. But everything that has to get to the store has to be stored or kept are all potential warehouse equipment or facilities or goods as the case may be. So, and then we have the analysis that analyze both input and output for you. Now, if you take note of this warehouse, now I've opened the warehouse, you realize that it does not allow room for you to add any data into it. That means whenever you see something like this across the platform, it means that that particular solution does not require your inputs. That means it derives its data from some other things you've uploaded, either in procurement or in product management, and it picks each result from there. So that is how warehousing naturally works. And then, as I said, it is a part for the input and output, how things comes and how things goes out largely. And then there's a tracking report that tracks every activities and movement of goods within the farm establishment. So of course, this is, as I said, it's beta, but then we want you to have as much features as much as possible. Once you start engaging this platform, let us know, give us feedback to understand what is working the way you expect them and what is not working as much as expected, so we can add new features to it. Developers are busy and trying to make it productive, so get to us as soon as possible so we can access it. This is all I need to this is all that is available to you on inventory. In our next module, we'll be looking at monitoring and evaluation, so you can see how you could engage monitoring and evaluation module. Thank you.